Hey guys, good morning, Graham here, and today I'm going to be carrying you guys along with me as I spend one day in my favorite city in Spain, Madrid. So before I jump into this vlog, if you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment down below letting me know what you think. That being said, let's jump right into this video. Alright guys, so today I'm in transit between Seville, Paris, and Atlanta. So I have a full day here in Madrid with my former host family. I'm in their house. I stayed at their house last night. I'm staying there tonight again. It has been just incredible. But this morning I'm gonna go into the city center. It might be a bit rainy, but we're gonna try anyway. I'm gonna go into the city center and explore some of my favorite spots in Madrid. So I'm gonna go and throw some clothes on really quickly, throw my shoes on, and then we have to catch a bus that's gonna take us inside of the city center where we get on a metro. It's complicated, but you'll see. All right, let's go. Okay, so I thought this would be a good time to explain what I'm doing today. So I'm only in Madrid for less than 48 hours as I have to leave for Paris tomorrow morning. So I used to be an au pair here in this village outside of Madrid called Cobeña. So I am back with my former host family. So good to see them. It's been so good. But today, in the morning, I'm gonna head into the city center and try to find some of my favorite spots in the city. Oh, I miss Madrid so much. So right now I'm waiting on a bus that's always late. So it looks like I'm gonna be waiting a bit longer. But I think I'm gonna try to go to some of Madrid's most iconic spots that I'm just a sucker for. I love it so much. And then we'll just work through our day doing that. This village is of such emotional significance to me because some of my very best memories were made here. My first ever trip abroad, and they really are like my second family. My host mom here calls me her tercer hijo, her third son. So I just have such fond memories of this place, and it's so just a relief to be back, you know? It's really good. Okay, so we're waiting on the bus. It should be here within 15 minutes or so. I don't know. It is freezing here in Madrid. But we're gonna take a bus to a place called Plaza Castilla in the north of the city, and then get on the metro and go into the city from there. Okay y'all, so I've made it to Plaza de Castilla, and now I am going to hop on the metro. Oh, I'm so excited, and go into the center. I think I'm just gonna go towards Sol, like the very center, and just see where that takes me. Let's go. Y'all, we're in Seoul. We made it to Seoul. I'm so excited. So for those of you who don't know, this is called Puerta del Sol, Door of the Sun. And this is literally the center of Spain, not just in a political sense, but also in a geographic sense. Every highway, every mile marker that you see in Spain, the number leads back to Sol. So quite literally, all the roads in Spain lead to this very point. It is the center of the country. And I was really scared coming here because this used to be one of my favorite places to come. The vibe was always just so good, and I was scared after COVID, but coming back here, it's different, but it still has that same feeling of excitement and movement and action. Wow, it's insane. So now I want to head to an older part of the city, to Plaza Mayor. It's one of my favorite places in Madrid. It's probably the most photographed thing in Madrid, but we're gonna go over that way. It's really cool, really historical and beautiful, and we're gonna walk. So, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes walking? Let's go. Okay, so right now I'm heading towards Plaza Mayor in that direction. I'm maybe 3 minutes away, but I just stopped and got a coffee. And I thought this would be a really funny little segue. But I stopped and got a coffee. And generally people want to know where I'm from because of my accent. And when I tell them America, I get one of two questions. Either it's going to be about pop culture, Kardashians, Justin Bieber, something like that, or Donald Trump. So my question today was about Donald Trump. So if you noticed, I didn't really film that much in the metro, and there is a reason for that. So Madrid Metro is known to be kind of a hot spot for petty theft such as pickpocketing and things of the nature. It's a good idea when you're in the metro or close by to keep your things close. I keep my phone in an inside pocket of my jacket. Keep your things close and don't flaunt stuff. Don't have your cameras out if you're a tourist. Don't be waving around expensive jewelry or things like that, because unfortunately it can make you a target. Thank God I've never had a bad experience, but I have heard of people who have been pickpocketed or who've had a backpack stolen. So do be careful, really watch your things, and just use common sense. Okay, so back to the good stuff. We're almost at Plaza Mayor, and I promise you, it's worth the wait. It's so good. Let's go. So we're almost there. Let's go. Okay guys, so we have made it to Plaza Mayor. Isn't it beautiful? It's this big square plaza. It is indescribably large. The video does not do it justice. The history of this plaza goes back to the early 1600s when it was built by Felipe III here, and it is absolutely incredible. Now unfortunately, this is not original as it suffered many fires and different issues over the years. It was partially destroyed during the Civil War, and it's gone under a ton of name changes. But after the Spanish Civil War, this ended up being the Plaza Mayor, the kind of grand plaza of Madrid. Over the years, the plaza has been used for tons of different things like royal coronations, trials during the Inquisition, bullfighting, and more. I mean, it really has been a multi-use plaza, but today it is used for touristic purposes, as you see, and in the previous times when I've been in Madrid, this place has been packed, shoulder to shoulder, but today it's pretty much empty. There's restaurants and cafes all around the plaza. I don't suggest you eat there though, it's kind of pricey, but it is a really, really neat place to come. Maybe order a coffee and just enjoy the ambience. It's so fantastic. There are several different entrances into the Plaza Mayor, 7 to be specific. So if you're walking this direction, if you find yourself on a small little side street, follow it and you'll probably run into Plaza Mayor. And believe it or not, a lot of the flats here are residential. They're used for Airbnbs or hotels, little apartments. So people actually live here. That always just blows my mind. But it is just so stunning, and the ambience here really is one of the best in Madrid. It's such a fantastic place to be, even during a pandemic. Alright, so now we're gonna work on to another one of my favorite spots in Madrid, and that is the Palacio Real, which is relatively close here, just a couple minutes walking. So we're gonna see the Palacio, and I'll show you guys a little bit more once we get there. Let's go. Alright, so I'm on my way to the Palacio Real, but I'm in Calle de Santiago right now, which is where Francisco Goya lived. Goya is possibly the most famous Spanish painter of all time, and he lived in this building right behind me, number 6. So this is a really historic street for Madrileños and for Spanish people in general. So Opera is right in front of me, the Teatro Real, and then we're gonna take a left towards the Palacio Real. Vamos.